Hello Virgo, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Virgo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Virgo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And this is an 8 of Cups. Now, this is kind of asking how we are looking at life, how we're feeling about things right now. Does it seem like our glass is half full? Or does it seem like our glass might be half empty? Maybe there's a crack in it. Maybe it's leaking out. Let's see what's going on here, because I feel like we are... I feel like we're kind of torn between like how we feel about something, how we feel about maybe where we are in our life right now. Yeah, some days it seems like we're very hopeful, we're very confident, very optimistic. Other days it feels like it's just not working out. Yeah, let's see what's going on here, okay? That's a good place to start, because once we recognize that we have this kind of mixed emotion, that we have this kind of up and down feeling with our life, then we can address it, right? We can look a little deeper at it and see what might be going on. What's our next card? Okay. Princess of Swords. Heart and mind, right? Thinking and feeling. The Cups and the Swords. So this is how we're unsure how we feel about something, and we're kind of unsure what we think about something. It seems like we're a little bit unsure of our beliefs, unsure of our values, unsure, there's doubts, right? And there are questions in our heart, yeah. A 3 of Pentacles. And really, I think we're in this kind of space, doubting, wondering, feeling different things about the efficacy of something, about what's the likelihood that this endeavor is going to work. Whatever the 3 of Pentacles is. 4 of Cups. Would it have been better if I did not start this? Ah, look at that. The Star. We are kind of arms wide open at the sky, right? Asking for the answer, asking for a sign. Spirit, show me something. My heart is confused. My mind has doubts. Give me something, something that will confirm things for me. Yeah. Give me that, give me a sign, Let's keep going. Ah, Empress. That's the sign. That is the sign. That's the sign that whatever this is, and this is what you have started, and you're wondering if it's going to turn out okay. Well, yeah, I think it will. I think this is your Empress status right here in the future, But of course, we have to get over our thoughts and feelings, our doubts, our worries, concerns, our fear, our insecurities. Look at that. The star is showing you that, Empress. This is your future self. Well, this is you right now, really. And maybe this is you right now, too. The Queen of Wands. The Emperor. We have Emperor and Empress. Look at that. Perfect combination. We have the Empress and the Hierophant and the Emperor, but always that 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords really is a good card to have, because the 8 of Swords is all about problem solving. This is us realizing that there's a problem to solve. This is the problem. This is us realizing that there's a problem and we're solving it. So all of this is how we solve the problem. And then we see ourselves realizing that, oh yeah, I've been kind of like, I've been tangling myself up in these wires. We've got to get out of that. This is a card that says you're really going to have more doubts, more questions. You're really going to overthink this, overanalyze this after we get all of this stuff right here. This is nice. And the queen, really the Queen of Wands, is water and fire. It's not air. It's not thinking. It doesn't, it doesn't need to have all the answers. It doesn't need to ask questions. It is confident in itself that it's going to push forward and it's going to do this. This is a real stubborn, like, confidence, right? This is a real almost, this is the kind of boss at work that we all want to be. We don't want to have that boss, right? Because this is someone that doesn't want to hear opinions, just knows what needs to be done and is going to do it. Doesn't need to be your friend, right? This is the kind of boss that, like, upper management really likes because they're efficient. They get things done. They're not, they're quick to act. Yeah, quick to act. And I think this is real. This is that kind. Well, it's part of that Empress. It's the Empress with a little bit of Emperor. It's the perfect blending together of these two, especially if we consider Empress to be more watery, Emperor to be more fiery. What do we have in the Queen of Wands? Water and fire. All the queens are the watery aspect of this suit that they're in, so this is water of fire. Just like the Princess of Swords, the princesses are the earth element in the suit, so it's earth and air here, right? And the earth and air here is really us starting to wonder if we've made the right decision. Well, yeah, we have. You have. This is stunning. This is really beautiful. I think this is a very important moment for you, because even if you're having these kinds of doubts, we have to connect with our environment in such a way that we are this boss. You have to be this boss, right? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Pamela Coleman Smith Tarot. We're going to set it down over here. Alien, Simon Mork Ripley, and Bob Ross right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us our confirmation. If at any point during this tarot card reading you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments, all right? Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. Now, I feel like you've been having some shoulder pain lately, right? Or neck shoulder pain, and it's just, I don't know, I feel like you wake up in the morning, you feel like you slept wrong. There's just some tension in the shoulder, right? Spirit's showing me like the nape of the neck is like radiating this kind of like an ache or pain, See a professional. I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that, but I feel like it's stress and tension. I feel like you carry it mostly in your shoulders, but I feel like it's one side more than the other right now. Yeah. Let's look around again at the energies. Of course, we have major, 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 major. We've got fire. We've got water. We've got air, and we've got our earth energies. It's fairly well balanced, I think, in terms of elements. We see there's a little bit of emphasis on the fire here, and then we've got the earth here, and it's almost like the issues that we have, the questions and concerns that we have, kind of have their counterpart in the major arcana. We have these doubts in our heart and mind. Well, the star is taking care of that. The star is it air? Is it water? It's kind of both. It's the spiritual water, right? It is it's the dew from the mother supernal. And it is really balancing out and harmonizing our heart and mind. And when we have this kind of light, this starlight from above, when you have that kind of experience and you're a witness to that and you're receiving this sign, this epiphany, there's no concerns. It's bliss. It is all of our doubts, all of our cares and concerns melt away. We have this kind of, it's almost like we're being filled with this kind of warm love, right? Shout out to Van Morrison. It's one of my favorite songs of his. It fills us with such love and such certainty. And I feel like that's what you are kind of asking the universe for right now. Yeah. And I think you're going to get it. And whether you get it through this tarot card reading. I think you're also going to experience that in your life, out in the world, as you're doing some of this work. Now, I don't know what this Three of Pentacles is. This is something that you started, and now you're starting to wonder if it was a good idea. Is this something that you started that is going to work out? Maybe it was a business, maybe it was a new job, new career, maybe it was a new path, maybe a new relationship. Could be. Could be a relationship. We could be looking at these cups and thinking the Four of Cups. Yeah, I was single. I started something. I don't know if I should have. I don't know how I feel about this person. I don't know if I am going to be happy here. I don't know if I like this. Maybe I made a mistake, right? We don't know what's going to result of this Three of Pentacles. This is something that's already in motion. Okay? It's already turning here. And it feels that it might be kind of more like work related even, because there's this, I kind of get this feeling that there are other people that kind of like are relying on you. It's almost like you've been given a team, but it's just kind of like a team of misfits, you know? And we're just like, God, what did I get myself into? Yeah. I feel like this is going to be a great success for you. I feel like we just have to get past these doubts. Yeah. The kind of emotional unrest and the mental unrest that we feel from this. We have to receive the signs and symbols and synchronicities, the kind of spiritual certainty and insight coming from that star energy. I am feeling a connection with the Pacific Northwest United States for you. I don't know, like Oregon, Washington kind of area. I feel like there's some sort of a connection there. I don't know if Seattle, if you know somebody in that area, or if you have a connection with that part of the country. Okay, I'm feeling that might have something to do with this. It might just be for one person out there. Could be. The Four of Cups is the idea in this context that should have just stayed where we are. That maybe things were better, you know, before we had started this. And I think there's a reason why you started this. It's something that you want. It's something that you felt as part of your path, part of your destiny. And now it's kind of like we're saying, okay, Spirit, I started this thing. I did what I thought I was kind of meant to do right now. But why don't I feel it? Why don't I believe in it? Why does it feel like this ain't right? So we're looking for that confirmation, or even like a validation that, yeah, we made the right decisions. And I think it is your own spirit that is going to provide this for you, kind of mirrored in the external world. You're going to find that you're the one responsible for the success here. Yeah. So it's kind of, you're being asked to believe in yourself. Yeah. To believe in your own ability to lead or manage or make the decisions here, or really being asked to assume responsibility for the success of this. If you apply yourself to it, you will reach this Empress status. I mean, this is fantastic. This is like a future life, a future state. This is who you are, who you will be, and what you will be doing, and where you will be doing it. And it's paradise. It's milk and honey. It is abundance. It is prosperity. It is love. Okay? Now, if this is a romantic situation, then yeah, this is a relationship that you started. And you're having doubts about it now, but really, you're going to be a power couple. This is a perfect union. And even when we see the Hierophant up above here, this is Spirit sanctioning that union. Now, it's not gender specific, right? This is just it's kind of an alchemical wedding, right? I feel like there is a connection with elephants. You have the elephant statue. I think we talked about this last time too. You've got the elephant with the trunk raised, right? Because the raised trunk is supposed to be good luck. I feel like you have that figure somewhere, whether it's embroidered on a pillow or if it's a little porcelain statue on your mantle or something, or on your dresser. I feel like you've got the elephant statue there. I feel more than that. I feel like you have something special by your bed, on your nightstand, by the lamp, there's something in a picture in a frame. I don't know if that is a loved one, if that is, if it's a religious photograph or picture or illustration, or if it's of a loved one, perhaps, but there's something in a frame by the lamp by the bed. And I think that is, that's representative of this spiritual connection that you have, whether it's an ancestor, whether it's a family member, or if it's a religious illustration or something. There's a connection there, meaningful connection. Yeah. All right, let's see. So the Eight of Cups, yeah, it's some days we feel like this was the best decision we ever made. Some days we feel like, what did I do? And the Princess of Swords is us trying to reconcile that, trying maybe to figure out, well, why do I feel this way? Why does something feel off about this situation? And I think that's the question that we can't really answer. We don't know why. We just know that this is how we're feeling. And maybe because of the Eight of Swords, maybe we're thinking about it too much. Maybe, yeah, some days you feel very hopeful and very optimistic. Other days you don't feel that way. The more we ask the question, the more we say, why do I feel that way? Why do I feel this way? Then it's kind of like we're emphasizing it. We're drawing it out into the open and we're making it very obvious and very noticeable. Where it's kind of more of a subtle thing. You just got to feel it. Some days you feel good, other days you don't feel so confident or so hopeful, and that's fine. I feel like you're asking a lot of questions to yourself about it. Yeah. And that might be the Eight of Swords, and we're just kind of getting wrapped up in this. We're getting locked into that feeling, and it feels so severe and so significant. It's being emphasized, right, by our constant attention to it. Yeah. There might be an Aries person in your life. With that Emperor, there could be, it could have something to do with an Aries person. Okay. In some ways, I almost wonder if we're kind of talking about your relationship with a supervisor or a boss. Maybe for some of you, this is a new position in your employment, in your career, and we're not sure how we're going to get along with this boss. We're not sure how we feel about our new supervisor, our new manager, or whatever it is. We don't know. We don't know if we like them. We don't know if we're going to get along with them. Maybe the two of you are kind of already butting heads a little bit. But what we're seeing here is that it's going to be a very good match, that the two of you are going to find, if you can work through some of this stuff, you're going to find that you mesh together very, very well, and it's like the perfect team. That the two of you together are you're running this business flawlessly, right? We've got to give it a chance. I feel like we've already started to have doubts before we really got into things. Because again, I think this is something that has just recently started, and it's too early to judge. Right? It's too early to judge it. Star energy up above, of course, we kind of know what that is. We want that experience of we're kind of down on our knees and our arms are open and we're just show me a sign. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. You know? I almost wonder if in a very literal way. And I wonder if you are kind of feeling, or the experience, I think, is going to be one of being bathed in light. You know, that if you are kind of down on the ground and you got your arms out and you're saying, show me the sign, I feel like it's going to be a light from above. And it's going to be a warm, comforting light. And I think you're going to have a vision. And I think that vision really is going to be this Empress status. This is you in your best life. And there's no other way to really describe this. You're going to feel it. And this is everything that you want and everything that you want to be. This is you enjoying this best life. And I feel like the universe is saying that beyond this doubt and these questions and this uncertainty, that's where this land of milk and honey awaits. And it really could be through your partnership with this person, but the Emperor over here could also just be that aspect of you. Now, we're going to go to the path of the serpent here, and as I do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps out the channel. I appreciate that. Okay. So we talked about the Queen of Wands a little bit. It's that water and fire. It's that stubbornness. It's that enthusiasm. It's that ambition that is very authoritative, very assertive, right? Does not let the doubt or confusion or does not let the emotions show. It's kind of stoic, but kind of also comes off as a little bit of a hard ass, right? And I think that this is really the confidence with which you need to approach this situation. That you have doubts and concerns, keep those close. Those are for you. But as far as your interaction with the world, you've got to meet the environment at its own terms. This is a situation that requires leadership. It requires somebody who is confident in their decisions, right? This is like you've got a boss at work that's just kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do. There's an emergency, and someone's just like, I don't know, I don't trust my own decisions. Everybody else is going to kind of freak out. So you might be freaking out too, but you want to keep that inside, because what the situation needs, whatever the situation is, it needs someone who is confident in their abilities, confident in their decisions, someone who doesn't appear to have any kind of doubts, has this kind of calm authority about them. I know what to do. This is what we do. Let's go do it. And everybody feels okay with that. Everybody is like, oh, cool, they know what they're doing. Now I don't have to freak out so much. So I feel like this is a situation like that. Now, I don't know if there are other people involved. It's maybe family or something, or if this is a situation that if you start showing your concern and worry and doubts, the other people or other person is going to start having doubts and worries too. And then where will we be? We'll be Eight of Swords probably, or worse. So this is kind of that card where we have to put on that aura. We have to put on this fiery robe, right? That says, I know what I'm doing. I'm confident in what I'm doing. Even if I'm freaking out inside, everybody else is going to see my kind of brave, confident face. Yeah. And we talked about the Emperor here. There's somebody in this situation has either a birthmark or a scar on their face. I feel like it's something that's permanent. There's something noticeable about their face. I don't think it's like a hairstyle or like a piercing or something. I feel like it's a birthmark or a scar. Yeah. It might be the other party or the other person involved or whatever the case is here. But the Emperor really is, it's in the environment. And this might be a situation, again, that requires an Emperor kind of leadership. Yeah. It might be, well, like I said, it might be a relationship between you and this authority figure, but I kind of feel like, because these cards are related, and it kind of says that if you want this, whatever the Three of Pentacles is, whatever this thing is that you started it, if you want it to be successful, you have to be the boss. You've got to take charge and make it successful. You've got to make the decisions. You've got to assert yourself. You've got to take control of this and make it something that's going to bring this Empress status, right? The Hierophant is, in some ways, the Hierophant is saying that we've got to play by the rules here. It's also saying that this is a union, this situation, if it's you and a new business, you and a new job, you and a person, you and a boss, you and a lover, whatever. It is something that is sanctioned by the universe. It's something that I think you do believe it is part of your path and is part of your destiny. And I think the universe is giving its blessing to this situation. And I think you really are just looking for that confirmation that, yes, this is something, sanctioned by the universe. Shankton. It's a confirmation of your own intuition. Yeah. You had this revelation, this insight to start this thing. And now that you're in the middle of it, now that it's starting to get off the ground, you need that confirmation from Spirit that says, yes, you done good. This card's also in the position of what we don't want. So this could be really that we're looking for approval from Spirit, but we're not looking from outside approval. We don't need like human confirmation, human approval. We don't need anyone else to tell us that we're doing the right thing. I feel like that's a pretty common Virgo thing, right? You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone to tell you that it's okay that you're doing what you're doing, right? That sounds silly. And so sometimes the Hierophant is that outside authority. You don't need someone to come in and look at what you're doing and say, yep, I approve. I don't care if you approve or not. You are responsible to a higher authority. Okay. So this isn't, if this is a business thing or a work thing or a career thing, this is difficult because everyone's got a boss, right? In a very real way. Everybody kind of has to report to somebody else. But I feel like you don't want to, I feel like you don't feel that you should have to. So this is an obstacle for you. I'm feeling like we have a little bit of an issue there with, it's almost as if I know what I'm capable of. I don't need you to come and check my work. I don't need your stamp of approval on what I'm doing. Whether it's a business, even if it's a relationship. And maybe this is kind of the family or something. Maybe this is the idea of you committing to this relationship, but not needing the kind of marriage piece of paper, not having to get the government involved, that sort of thing. I don't need that. I don't need your approval. I don't need you to sanction my relationship here. But we need to look at this in ourselves because, is this something that we just have this kind of personal resistance to, even though maybe this is a good idea to get? Or if this is a work thing, well, we do have to let them check our work, right? Everyone's got a boss. Yeah. So what we really don't want to do is have our own personal biases tangle us up, tie us up in too much complexity here. This should be it should be a very straightforward and simple kind of process, that it's through this kind of union, right? This kind of cooperation, this kind of energy coming together, that we really make a great success out of this, and it works, right? But there's a lot of this kind of complexity, especially with the swords energy and the cups energy. Our heart and our mind is kind of, it's interfering a little bit with what should be a very simple and straightforward process. All right. And that, I think, really is the name of the game today. Let's take a look at the mystery card. And there we go. I think that's about right. Let's see what this offers us. If you have a prediction for this card, put it down in the comments. I don't know, maybe we need some earth energy. Maybe we need something for the Three of Pentacles. We need something to show that, yes, it's expanding into something successful. We see it. We've already got the Empress card, right? We know this is Empress status. But maybe we need the confirmation in terms of the actual results. The proof of the pudding, right? In the tasting of it. We either need earth or water. 9 or a 10 of cups, 9 or a 10 of pentacles. Let's see what we have. Another Empress. Well, this is both. This is earth and water, right? This is the land of milk and honey. This is abundance and prosperity all over again. You've got double Empress here, right? This is kind of saying this is your cake and this is you eating it. This is that best life kind of within us. This feeling that we are doing the absolute right thing. We're in our very best energy. And then this is kind of the success in the external world. This is, the proof of the pudding, right? In us, we're tasting it. We're experiencing it. We're in this world, and we're we are certain of it because we're experiencing it through the senses, through our spiritual sense, right? This is an amazing, this is the best, right? This is it right here. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, there is a link in the video description, or at the end of this video, there will be a link. New readings for Virgo every Tuesday and Saturday. But I'm here every day. Just come on back, see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.